Nobody has seen an electron, but people have got Nobel Prize for describing an electron without seeing it. And if you say there is God, they say, have you seen God? I haven't seen God, but have you seen an electron? No. Why did you get a Nobel Prize for saying electron is particle? You would be surprised. India had the hoariest science in the past. But great. Now talking about it is no good, but we shouldn't talk. Let's see what the Western thinkers say. Voltaire said, I quote, Voltaire is a great French thinker. He said, when we were hunter-gatherers roaming the forest, these Indians had universities of excellence in 5 places, where wise people from all over the world flocked to get more wisdom. What a beautiful saying. Ilyabas, Bandhaban, Takshila, Banaras, and Nalanda. What a beautiful thing. You go to Gaya and see the Nalanda. Still the structure is there. And the structure is so beautiful. They want to revive that. And you must see the gown, the Nalanda University convocation gown, which is so good compared to the Ku Klux Klan gown that we use from the ecumenical 12th century European universities that we have. You know, it looks like a burqa actually. All this we have forgotten. Now, in quantum physics, a man gets the Nobel Prize and an alternate Nobel Prize for finding out that energy and matter are identical. Matter is energy and energy is matter. He calls it as E is equal to M. And he calls it as a duality. That means no duality. But the man writes an article for you. Read this. Matter is not made out of matter. Article the Matter is not made out of matter. His name is Hans, H-A-N-S, Peter, P-E-T-E-R, Dürr, D-U-R-R. Hans Peter Dürr. There he says, I call it as a duality because there is no duality between matter and energy. But who am I compared to the Indian sages who thousands of years ago called it as Advaita? Who says that? Hans Peter Dürr. You and I don't know. And he quotes the Upanishads to prove that matter is energy, energy is matter, and the two are the same. Bahirantascha bhutanam. It is inside and outside of everything. Charam acharamevacha. It moves all the time but looks very solid. You all look solid. There's nothing solid about you. You are just a bundle of jumping leptoquarks, jumping electrons. Sukshmavate tavijnayam. It's so subtle that no vijnana, no science can see it. Absolutely true. You can't see an electron even today. Nobody has seen an electron, but people have got Nobel Prize for describing an electron without seeing it. And if you say there is God, they say, have you seen God? I haven't seen God, but have you seen an electron? No. Why did you get a Nobel Prize for saying electron is particle, or electron is wave, or electron is wavicle, or electron is nothing? Each one of them got the Nobel Prize. J.J. Thomson in 1906 got the Nobel Prize for saying that electrons are particles. He was the director of the Cavendish Institute in Cambridge. 30 years later, his own son, J.G. Thomson, gets a Nobel Prize for saying that they are waves. Father said they are particles, son said it is waves. And Erwin Schrödinger gets it for, he said they are waves and particles at different times, wavicles. See? And all this is because we believed blindly Western science is correct and ours is wrong. This is the problem. We have a real problem, a mindset. We don't understand these things. And if you read that book, The Golem, written by 2 physics professors, Colin Harris and Trevor Pinch, P-I-N-C-H. Trevor Pinch. This is a very small book. You get an Indian edition on Amazon.com for 75 rupees, or a Western edition for about $5. And read the book. It will tell you what is a huge thing, fraud called science. And these are not villagers like B M Hegde. They are professors of physics in New York. They have written that. And you must see, none of these scientific methods have any proof. E is equal to mc squared. Theory of relativity. 16 experiments showed that is wrong. But it's being taught even today in schools and colleges. Right? But 1925, there was a student in Zurich Polytechnic who was being taught by Einstein himself. And the student got up and said, and the old man was explaining E is equal to mc, he got up and said, sir, you're talking through your hat. It's all bullshit, he told. What will happen to a student who tells a Nobel laureate professor that he's talking bullshit? What will happen to the student? He becomes an outstanding student, standing outside. For how many years? 30 years. And then gets the Nobel Prize. And the only Nobel Prize which is worth its gold is a Nobel Prize this student gets, and his name is Werner Heisenberg, who said uncertainty principle. There is no certainty about anything. PQ is not equivalent to QP. 2 into 3 may be 6, but 3 into 2 need not be 6. We don't teach this in school. 2 into 2 is 4 always, right? Thermodynamics. Fluid can't grow up, can it? No. You keep liquid helium in a bowl, hang it up. After 2 days, the helium goes up and comes down. Where is thermodynamics? See, we don't believe this, do we? No. They said ether was there. Ether, that's where telephone used to go through ether. Now we know there is no ether. And you are still taught in school that inside an atom is a central nucleus, and then electrons go around in circles, they jump from one thing to the other, right? There's nothing inside any atom. There's nothing inside an atom.